4th of August, the year 2018. Time to get sporting on this fantastic Saturday afternoon. It's the Touchline on Y254. My name is Maxwell Wasiko. Of course, doing this every Saturday, 1 to 3, just keeping it sporty and talking matters, sporting disciplines across the board. Joining me, of course, my able musketeer, looking sharp. And I don't know what's the plan for this particular afternoon. Osoro Robert, what have you been up to?
Yeah, the plan is sundown.
Sunset date.
Yeah, that's why we are ready for it, man. It's all about sundown, golden old days, country music, full and large. We are ready to beat it down, brother.
By the way, it's happening this particular evening at Lesk 3 Lounge inside Uhuru Gardens, courtesy of KBC English Service live show. Of course, being presided over by one and only Catherine Donye. Then Sir Elvis, the music icon, will be performing live afterwards. But before that, of course, we're going to keep you posted with the latest in sports.
Don't forget the veteran and legendary John Obongo Jr.
He must be his mentor. That's why he's talking with much fanfare.
Yeah.
But of course, matters sports, a lot is happening. And to start with regards to sports pages or highlights of the week, Asaba, it's happening and Kenya is winning as usual. Of course, sparkling performance from Kenyan athletes. They have so far bagged 3 gold medals. Helen Obiri having won and clinched 5,000 meters gold medal during the opening day of the championship. Then Consensus Kipruto, a man who well replaced Ezekiel Kemboi, has bagged 3,000 steeplechase. Then another new kid on the block, Emily Chebet, doing the same and emulating on what her seniors have done and winning in another race. What do you make of the championship? Of course, it looks shambolic going by the reports we've had from Nigeria during the IAAF Senior Athletics Championship. But of course, Kenya not doing bad either.
It has been a very bad organized event from the start. Our athletes arrived in Asaba a day before and they slept 2 days at the airport in Lagos, and it was very bad for our athletes. I know a tournament, a championship cannot be organized like that. There was only one charter plane from Lagos taking our athletes to Asaba, 500 kilometers away to that Delta state. You arrive in Asaba, you can see an airport still in build-up, still in repair. You get to the stadium, the swimming pool is not ready. Some of our media people that went to Asaba were not accredited for the event. There was no hotels for them. So athletes sleeping, 3 of them in one bed, is not good for us. And then you saw what happened on the first day of the championship. Our 10,000 meters final athletes were there and they finished 7 and 8 just because they arrived 6 hours to the event. You can believe, you have all the jet lag, you have slept at the airport, getting all the way to Asaba, you have 6 hours to prepare for a championship. It is the 10,000 meters final. It's not good at all. But congratulations have gone to the people like Consensus Kipruto, people like Helen Obiri. Remember, Helen Obiri had one idea in mind. I'm getting to Asaba, I've got to go to the IAAF Continental Cup, and I've got to win this gold medal. It was the first of the gold medal, and it was great for us. Consensus Kipruto yesterday in the 3,000 meters final, what a good dash he made in the last lap and winning that one also, good one. Winning a bet for the 1,500 meters, perfect for us. Now we are waiting for Edward Zakayo, the new kid on the block. He has already bagged IAAF under 18 Commonwealth. He has a silver. Now he went to Finland, came with a gold medal. Everyone from Serekem, Bereken is looking at Edward Zakayo and what they're going to do for him. But the good thing is, I talked to the kid last week and he was ready for this championship in Nigeria. A
little bit of technical hitches experienced by our mother channel KBC, but of course from today, this particular evening at 4:30 East African time, they will start bringing you live and exclusive championship as it gets under. You remember the culmination tomorrow in Asaba during IAAF Senior Athletics Championships happening. Kenya, so far, the country has bagged 3 medals and we're looking forward to stunning performance from Kenyan athletes. But a lot of complaints coming from Asaba with regards to no giant screens to display the results, no stat list, some sort of shambolic media centers, and complaints from IAAF 2012 Journalist of the Year, Elias Makori, who indicated that in as much as the crowds are, passionate and enthusiastic about the event, the main undoing has been with the side of the organizers.
Yeah, the local organizing committee in Nigeria has done worst of the worst. If we were to get a manual for not hosting an event, those are the people we'll talk to. If you don't want to host an event, go and talk to those people in Asaba, because they did a horrendous job. They did a worst job. You cannot expect senior athletes, because these are our guys, these are our heroes, going and sleeping at the airport. This is not 1965, man, when we were getting independence and organizing ourselves. This is the 21st century. People are ready. If Nigeria was not ready to host this event, they should have said so. Yeah, or you should have not taken it to Asaba where you don't know how these athletes are going to get there. But all in all, everybody has been affected. The media has been affected. The athletes have been affected. The fans in the stadium can be there. But an event, even if it's for the fans and everything, first, it is the athletes who are performing in that event.
Of course, following that acrimony that happened in terms of traveling, predicaments of Kenyan athletes, not only Kenyan athletes, other countries as well being affected, from Lagos and Abuja to Asaba, where the championship is happening. We had a press briefing on Wednesday by the government through Ministry of Sports, and we're going to listen in to what the Minister, PS, and even the CAS had to say with regards to the tribulations Kenyan athletes went through. Let's take a look and listen in to what they had to say.
The airport, due to unavailability of flights for the 500-kilometer journey from Lagos to Asaba, with the Kenyan government coming out to assure that throughout the unfolding event,
has been in touch with Team Kenya, and the chaos witness has been attributed to the huge number of athletes and officials traveling to Asaba. The organizers of the African Athletics Championships did not anticipate these huge numbers in relation to the available flights in Lagos to Asaba. Team Kenya was last night put in Golden Tulip Hotel in Lagos, awaiting special chartered flight to Asaba. Team Kenya is not the only team caught up in the flight fiasco at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos.
If they had informed us in advance, we would have had different arrangements. But from the arrangements that were in place, not only with us but with everybody else, there was no need for us to have a separate arrangement for Team Kenya. So as far as we are concerned, everything was done right. There was no need for any alternative or even backup plan, because everything had already been agreed on and fully.
Kenya was among 19 countries whose athletes spent hours at the airport due to unavailability of flights for the 500-kilometer journey, with the Kenyan government now coming out to assure that throughout the unfolding event, it was in constant communication with the 64-member team that finally landed in Asaba on Wednesday afternoon. The travel hitch forced the organizers to scrap off a number of events, leaving the men's and women's 100 meters races and the men's 10,000 meters final on day one schedule. Bernard Okumu, the sport.
Don't mind about the jubilation and an overexcited Osoro Robert on the show. This is the touchline on Y254. If you're just tuning in right now, we're talking matter sports, of course, starting with the highlights of the week. And one of them is the SJAC Star Times Award that has gone to a boxer for the first time at least. We congratulate Judy Wagudhe, who has bagged that prestigious, medal. Sports Journalists Association of Kenya doing good in partnership with other corporates to ensure that they reward outstanding players in various sporting disciplines. And I think she deserved. Let's take a look and see what panned out during that particular award in terms of SJAC and Star Times.
WBC Silver Super Lightweight Champion Judy Wagudhe was today rewarded as the Sport Personality of the Month of May following her stellar performance in Switzerland, where she won on unanimous points decision against Priska Vicot of France. Wagudhe dominated the 10-round, racking up a unanimous score of 100 against Vicot's 92. The fairy tale title made her a top contender for the WBC World Female Super Lightweight title, currently held by Erika Anabella Farias of Argentina. Reigning WBC Super Bantamweight Women's Champion Fatuma Zarika is to date the only Kenyan boxer to have won a WBC World title. In recognition of her scintillating title exploits, Wagudhe took home a 43-inch Star Times digital television set, a personalized trophy, and 100,000 shillings courtesy of award sponsor Star Times Kenya.
I'm so grateful for remembering me and telling me to continue working hard. It has been a 10 years work. I've been in the boxing field for the 10 years, and finally in May something happened. And for you to work with me with that achievement and to appreciate me, it's a great feeling.
Meanwhile, Kenya intensified her bid of getting readmitted into FIA World Rally Championship after giving a convincing progress report in Finland on her readiness to host the event in 2020. According to Kenya Motorsport Federation President Phineas Kimathi, preparations are in top gear and the organizing committee of the WRC bid are working hard to meet all the requirements set by the FIA for the return of the classic onto the global roster for the first time since 2002.
We want to recreate all that. First of all, make sure that we don't take away the Savannah experience, the African experience, because I believe one of the big reasons as to why we need WRC back is to make sure that WRC as a brand is able to showcase the different world, flora and fauna. And Africa is one of the most beautiful continents, and Kenya is up there in tourism. We believe that we should be able to come up with something that will really be exciting to the people who will be competing, exciting to the tourists who will be coming to watch the rally, and also the locals.
The Safari Rally was struck out of the global circuit due to a combination of safety and sponsorship concerns, but Kimathi assured the international body of a great championship, adding that the successful hosting of the second round of the 2018 African Rally Championship in March was just a testimony of what's expected in Nairobi.
Phineas Kimathi talking about our bid on WHRC, on how we can host this event. We are still bidding for it, and hopefully in 2020 we can have it here in Kenya. Can it be successful? We are having a very good year in Safari Rally. Let's hope that we are going to have it. It's all about the Kenya Premier League that is happening this weekend, round 25 that is going on. We have got one of the biggest matches happening tomorrow, that is Mathare United versus FC Leopards. How do you think that is gonna go? 22162, starting with the word touch, is how you can get in touch with us and tell us what you think about the Kenya Premier League.
An interesting tie expected at Kenyatta Stadium in Machakos County. Spoke to Francis Kimanzi, former Harambee Stars tactician and now in charge of the Slum Boys Mathare United. He's quite optimistic. They have been winless in the last 7 matches, but they have been scoring, which means problem is not with the attacking department, but he says some sort of player exodus and mistakes that can be avoided is something that has been really affecting them, but they are looking forward to bounce back and record 3 maximum points against FC Leopards, which also look in good shape, of course. With regards to their title bid, it's done and dusted because Gor Mahia Football Club, 16-time KPL champions, are on the verge of claiming it, and now FC Leopards have no other option but to chase for a second finish.
You look at Mathare United and you realize that this thing has been happening to them season in, season out. Players come in and they leave Mathare United because Mathare has been the cradle of football in Kenya. Many of the best players in post-2000, they have to come out of Mathare United. But Francis Kimathi, by the way, this week I'm very jealous of you, man.
Why?
You talk to many veterans this week. Mickey Welch, 89.
Francis Kimathi.
Where was I? We'll talk about that.
I don't want to say that one on air.
Now, you look at Mathare United. The player exodus has been affecting them very much. But you look at their strengthening this time round. They brought in people like Situma, who is coming to build up their defense. I hope Cliff Nyakea will be good up front today, and Clifford Alwanga can help them go forward, because this time round, last season they were struggling getting to a relegation because they lost some of their good players, but this season they have been consistent.
I think Mathare United, the Slum Boys, 2008 KPL champions, are the Kenyan version of Southampton of England. We've seen several teams raiding Soton, getting onto the Saints to, you know, poach players and probably owing to their financial muscles, and the same thing is happening to Mathare United. And I spoke to Francis Kimanzi on the same, and he said they can't, you know, block a player from, you know, securing greener pastures elsewhere, because what they do is some sort of mentorship program, bringing these players, making them, you know, be look lucrative on the market, then get poached by people who are going to give them some nice deals, and that one, they can't be a stumbling block to a player, you know, seeking what he's been looking forward to.
You look at some of their alumni. Dennis Oliech played at Mathare United. The current one is Joano Molo, going on to Switzerland. It has been a very good from Mathare since the 1987 when Bob Moro brought Mathare United and started that initiative. It has been one of the best models of football here in the country.
That's our feature game, of course, Mathare United against FC Leopards, happening tomorrow at Kenyatta Stadium in Machakos County. Several ties lined up this particular weekend. Of course, today 4 matches on the card. Chemelil Sugar playing against Viga United. This game happening at Chemelil. Then Kakamega Homeboys play host to Tusker FC, and this fixture will be an interesting one because remember, Kakamega Homeboys will be having players who are released by Tusker. Alan Wanga, former Kenya international, yes, and also Noah Afula, the winger. Of course, James Situma left Kakamega Homeboys after being, you know, released at Tusker to join Mathare United. Yes. It will be an interesting tie to see whether these players who are released because Tusker thought their services were not needed at the Brewers, probably revenging against their former employers. That is Kakamega Homeboys against Tusker FC, happening at Bukungu Stadium this particular afternoon. Nakumatt, it's no longer the cash strapped because I hear their financial state has been rescued by one of the politicians who's come on board to acquire the team, and I'm reliably informed the unveiling will be done publicly in due course. Happening at Kenyatta Stadium in Machakos County, Posta Rangers against Rangers. 4 matches on card today, then tomorrow Sharks, who are thrashed by Gor Mahia Football Club at Moi Stadium in Kisumu County, and Gor Mahia using their second string side to beat Sharks 3-0.
I can tell you for free, Gor Mahia doesn't have a first 11 and a second 11. You look at Gor Mahia today, Gor Mahia have proved to be the best team in Kenya so far today. They can get in a team that you think is second string, they come in and they beat you clean. You look at their travel at the CAF Confederations Cup, now they just need 1 point and they make the quarterfinal. The last time a Kenyan team did that was back in 94-93 with Tusker FC. So for Parker, go to the first round, but they never went far. Now Gor Mahia has made it just 1 point. We go to Algeria, we get 1 point from Uzia Malias. Rayon Sport is coming here at home, 1 point from that. Gor Mahia will be in the quarterfinals, and that is where to go. Nakumatt, although they have been unpredictable so far, they managed to beat Kakamega Homeboys by 6 goals. Don't go with that to Gor Mahia, because Gor Mahia is very good at the moment. They are playing beautiful football, they are passing the ball very well, they are technically superior against any KPL side, and 22 matches unbeaten. He's a 17-time champion right now.
And disclaimer, when this guy is being general, that we, of course, we, referring to Gor Mahia Football Club, I'm not supporting Gor Mahia Football Club. You know the teams I support, uniquely teams, Mathare United, Nottingham Forest, Overseas. Those are the teams I support. He supports Gor Mahia Football Club. But my challenge to them will be, you know, going on continental stage and now breaking the jinx of awful show as far as Kenyan team performance is concerned. But because we've seen Kenyan clubs not, you know, putting up a scintillating show on continental stage, and probably Gor Mahia will do something different this time round.
It's all about keeping your best players. It's all about keeping your best players. You look at Gor Mahia, they lost Medi Kagere to Simba. Medi Kagere is like the retirement of African players right now. He can go and they cannot deal with that. But when you have got the best players playing over a long period of time, they'll get you the best results. Look at Karim Nezegimana, he's back from injury. 9 months he has been off, he has been training, and now he's ready for that match. Francis Kahata, could you believe this is the Francis Kahata of 2012? He denied Gor Mahia the trophy back in 2012, but now he's winning it with Gor Mahia. And some of the players, Guikan, he just came in this season. The first half of the season was not performing very well, but now he has started to bang in the goals. And their captain Harun Shakava has actually taken over from Musa Mohammed and stayed with that team. But also, one person you have to give credit to has to be the new coach, Dylan Kerr. He has stayed with the team, he has marshaled them very well, he has protected the players. To see everybody goes on and complains, hey, Bonia anapoteza ball vibaya jo, but Dylan Kerr has protected his unit very well. That's why they are performing very
Someone
well
from the gallery is telling me that Osoro is talking much positives about Gor Mahia Football Club, but now that is supposed to be talked about of Shabana in due course. It is something that we want to be keeping an eye on and see how it pans out. Of course, Shabana is a team that was the knowledge of public domain football-wise, but you know, standards dwindling. But we've seen the government of Kisii County in partnership with several stakeholders stakeholders, players who featured for the team before Henry Motego, trying to ensure that they put in place proper mechanism structure to revive the lost glory of the team. I don't know how that will go, and we see Shabana back into top flight. We talked to Francis Kimanzi, tactician of Mathare United, and captain, long-serving captain George Weiss Owino, a man who says that he wants to emulate on Musa Otieno to be, you know, the longest-serving player at the club. We spoke to them over the midweek, and let's take a look and see what they say with regards to tomorrow's fixture against FC Leopards in Machakos County.
Weiss, George Owino is also back, and the form is improving and getting better. We have Mora is also sharp and getting better. And we hope that at least against FC Leopards, a game that every player wants to fight harder in the game. It's a game, it's an open game. You know, we also play 2, 3, 4 matches with teams that don't want to attack, they only want to wait. So it's also a different game. So this is also a different game, and we're happy that the players that have had some knocks will be back and ready for the challenge over the weekend. We had a good start. The first round was perfect. We also managed to achieve what we wanted, at least 30 plus points. But the second round has also proven to be a little bit difficult. But sometimes it happens when you bring 1 or 2 players in the team, or 3. Maybe you might not feel it, and you lose the player, you might not feel it, but we feel that there is that mini transition that is also happening, because we are not playing badly. But sometimes we are losing, or we are dropping points in a way that we can't even say that it is because the team is not working very well as a unit, but some small mistake that we get punished with, and then it ends up that you have to change the game from the beginning. It comes with a lot of, you know, positive aspects of the mental fight, but sometimes there's not enough time to fight enough.
Nashukuru venye inja zilipona kidogo, nafurahia kurudi kufanya ile kazi napenda kufanya. Hope mambo yatakuwa poa. Na feel ni mzigo kwangu, because kitu cha kwanza lazima ni show example poa on and off the field. Kwa moja lazima ni perform vizuri, ndio pia wengine waige kile nafanya. Morale iko poa despite when hata second leg tutashinda game hata moja, but morale kama kawaida sio morale yetu wa juu. Vitu zitafunguka tu hivi karibuni. Well, baada ilikuwa top 4 na remain bado, because ukiangalia difference yetu na hizo timu ziko juu yetu, tukishinda game moja tutakuwa tumefanya hiyo gap. Hiyo gap si kubwa sana, ni game tu, nafaa tushinde game hata moja, vitu zitakuwa poa. Well, ni fixture ngumu, because naona FC sasa wako form imeanza kurudi, na first leg walitufunga home, so try tunaweza at least pia tuchukue hizo point 3 kwao.
We are happy.
Touchline is the show. My name is Maxwell Wasika alongside Robert Osoro. We're happening every Saturday 1 to 3. Stay tuned. 22162 is our SMS line, starting with the word touch. What's happening in your neighborhood as far as sports is concerned? Talk to us, and also visit our social media platforms at Wasike Maxwell to Y254 channel, #Touchline Y254. Talk to us. Of course, we're going to highlight about what you tell us is happening in the neighborhood. Any sport, may it be chess, kabaddi, football,
yes,
that Nyambura Murithi likes. But now away from that is matters Go TV Shield Serie A partnership, and I'm reliably informed a whooping 380 games will be televised on Go TV, which is also a partner with Channel 1 of KBC. And can we attribute that to Cristiano Ronaldo joining Juventus from Los Blancos of Real Madrid?
It is a good one for them, because when it comes to TV, you need eyeballs, and Cristiano Ronaldo comes with that eyeball. A big game like Juventus versus AC Milan, people have to watch that one, and it's good for them that they can get it out there. You know, when other channels came on board, they used competitions law to get these properties off Go TV, but now everybody is getting the rights, and it's back on Go TV. The good thing is, Italian football has a bit of gone down from the days of AC Milan and Inter Milan ruling the Italian football space. Juventus now is back into that form. You're expecting teams like Inter Milan, teams like AC Milan to get back to their system form that they were back in the day. People will watch that because we watch Gennaro Gattuso play football. Now he's a coach of AC Milan. People are going to follow that and see how this is going to happen. Maurizio Sarri left Napoli to Chelsea, but last season Napoli played very good football, and people will have to see what is happening that side. And some of our clubs like Parma, where McDonald Mariga played. Kenyans want to see how do these teams play, and it will be a very good season of football. And don't forget that after the English Premier League, you go to the Serie A. So it's a whole weekend of football. So the ladies have to forgive us because of football, but it's football season.
He doesn't have one though. So I don't know who is he referring to in terms of seeking for forgiveness. A total of 380 games being televised live on GoTV. And remember, La Liga games as well will be televised. So 760 in total being shown on that particular platform. And this can be attributed a little bit to Cristiano Ronaldo joining Juve. And now also Gonzalo Higuain has left
to AC Milan.
To AC Milan.
Yeah,
so Serie A football getting spiced up.
Yeah, it's getting spiced up. And you see now, we need a new kid in Real Madrid because the king is gone, Ronaldo is gone, he's gone to Italy, and now the Champions League will be the best because now you've got Messi in Spain, you've got Cristiano in Italy, you got the likes of Rashford in England and all that. So it is going to be a very, very beautiful football season starting this August.
All right, that's the sports pages of the week on the touchline on Y254. My name is Maxwell Wasik. Always a pleasure having you on board. Continue talking to us. Join the SMS line 22162 starting with the word touch, and join our social media handles as well. Are you still on Twitter?
Yeah, man, I'm on event. I don't know what happened to Twitter. They cut my followers, man, from 2 million, now I have 900. I don't know what happened to Twitter.
Fake followers.
That's what they did.
Mine was not affected because I have genuine and authentic followers. Of course,
good for
epic show lined up. Coming up next, we hosting people form an integral part as far as the organization of Genderthon Challenge set for next weekend at Uhuru Gardens, and they're gonna brief us and keep us posted with the details and why this particular initiative. It looks like a Herculean task taking part, but it's gonna be interesting, so you can join and form a team that will take part in the event. But before that, we talking about WRC World Rally Championship coming to Kenya in 2020. The last time it happened in the country was several years down the line before you was born, in 2002. Phineas Kimathi last weekend was in Helsinki, the capital city of Finland, and he spoke about the preparedness of the country to host the tourney. Let's take a look. Don't go away, stay tuned. This is the Touchline.